to the Dutch Pig Farmer series here on Klein Friesland. Now, I was intending to bring you back when we were ready to harvest, but two things. To quote Disturbed, there is always two things. One, fields are not yet ready to harvest, so that kind of scuppered that plan. And we'd had a few more births. I had been moving the boars, as we do, and I went to move another load, and the trailer was still full. Now, I could have sworn that I unloaded them into the pen. However, it doesn't tell you that the pen is full, which is a nice problem to have. However, we are not currently in a position to purchase. Well, we are and we aren't. I don't really want to start feeding another pen just yet. So we're going to sell some of our older pigs. Spoiled Pilgrim. This was picked up by Smart Farmer in one of the episodes last week. Yeah. Yeah, how do we know he's spoiled? And again, how do we know he's a pilgrim? But that all said, we are going to sell all of those. So that's a tidy amount. Now, I know we are buying food. However, it should at least offset itself slightly. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do a few loads. We'll probably take the ones that are only over €1,000. And then what we'll do is I've had to move some into the sort of the secondary pen, and we'll move those in. So we haven't got to feed in the new pen just yet until we've got through harvest, and then hopefully we should be in a position where we don't have to buy as much food. So I shall carry on, move a few more pigs to the sell point, and yeah, I'll come back to you in a little while. This is the fourth load and probably final load for today. Ah, there we go. That's it. Move some. Oh, you donut. Ah. Select all. Move selected. There we go. No. That is picking up where we were. That's a little bit strange. Okay, we'll head back up to the farm and we'll try that again. Well, let's give this another go. Oh no, that's right. Yeah, that's that right. Load onto, sell from. There we go. There we go. Sell selected. 20. I'm going to call that 21. Beautiful. Lovely jubbly. So, that has made some space. Now, I know it's counterintuitive when we've got a target of 1,000 pigs. That's the side on the bollard. Drive up the fence instead. But I hope my logic makes sense. Spending what would probably be 20k. No, maybe not that much. Maybe 10, 12k on food when there is money to be made. Why is that doing that? There we go. To me, it's a no-brainer. So we're not far off harvest. We will... Oh, I know why it's doing that. I've just reloaded the game because I couldn't get it to work. So yeah, the stuttering. Apologies for that. I probably should have waited, but I want to crack on. What was I saying? Yes, we're not far from harvest. The plan now will be to get to harvest. If we need to buy food, we got money in the bank. Yeah, so that's my logic, and you know, it kind of works in my head at least. If we take a look at our monitor, as in not the monitor that I can see in front of me, but the monitor for the pigs, we are at 476. which is pretty darn good. And we must have sold 4 loads, 13 a pig, so that's 40, 52. So we would have been up near 500, if not slightly over. So that's pretty darn good. Now, food-wise, 10,000, 8,000, 15, 16, 7, 13, 13, 11. So base food potentially is going to need topping up and maybe some grain in this shed. But I think what we'll do is we'll have a run to our sleep trigger. Sleep until probably we will just go day by day, I think. I'd like to get in this position, have a look out, because you can see what the weather's doing. And then we'll, sleep by day, just to make sure the pigs don't go hungry. And then hopefully we'll get through to August and we can start harvest. So let's get some sleeps. Well, we are through to August the 1st. And this is less than ideal. What? This is the last thing that we need. I mean, you can't knock it, can you? Well, you can knock it because it's really bloody frustrating. But yeah, I wonder if instead of just sat there looking at it, if we start irrigating, will that put it out? Don't know if it will or not. But it's working its way nicely through the field. How delightful of it. Come on, please, put it out. Let's speed up time a little bit. See if the moisture coming into the field does anything. It is very dry, even though we had rain through the night again. Come on. Failing that, I'm really not sure how we deal with it. But yeah, this is not... I mean, with it's patchy enough as it is. But yeah, come on. The moisture just keeps dropping again. I wonder if it's worth getting the sprayer. I mean, come on, please just burn out. They normally just burn out on the grass fields when I've seen them. But yeah, come on. It's actually spreading. Let's grab... We're going to have to grab the cultivator, I think. Right. The mission put the fire out is underway. Right, so I don't know if this is going to work, but... No, is it putting it out? Surely that can't go anywhere now. Oh my word. What if we drive over there? Oh my days, what are we gonna do? I am fast running out of ideas. I might just let it burn, to be honest. It's just... Oh! That seemed to peter out then. Peter. Hello, Peter. No, can't work out if it's getting less or if it's just spreading. Lower the cultivate. There a second. I thought that cultivating it would remove it. But I'm sure I've seen that written down. Right, that bit's gone. This is just... I mean... I get it. But the only downside to Arrow's mods is the lack of instructions and sort of not how-tos, but just pointers. You know, not everybody can read XML and code and all that lot, but it would help. It would help. Now it just seems to be coming back. Come on. This is just so upsetting. I mean, and it would be, you know. But, you know, me putting a pretend fire out in a pretend field is... I am not saying it is anywhere near the stress and destruction, yeah, that would happen in real life. Now that seems to be petering out again. So if we grab that there, so it can't spread anywhere potentially. Does it then just die off? But no, this one seems to be coming back this way again. You know what? I'm just going to leave it. We are going to go and harvest our barley field. Well, I did have to walk away from the PC momentarily. Yeah. I don't know. I want your advice. Let's have a little bit of a answer in the comments, shall we? Do we keep realistic weather, or do we just get rid of it? Let me know. I'm 50-50 at the minute. After that little episode, and I'm sure I've read that cultivation does remove it, but yeah, as you can see, it's still going. But we have a bright new... Oh, we don't have a new. It's not new at all. See, I'm all flustered now. I'm all flustered. We have a shiny, clean, repaired combine. So, let's do some harvesting, shall we? We need to make sure we drop the straw. Disable straw crop, that's fine. I have not only installed now, well, not installed, activated Simple Inspector. Thank you, Smock. But I have also added in... Oh, get that around there. Stock combine. Just because I don't pay attention as much as I should do. I know you will be shocked to hear that. But oh, I'll tell you what we need to do as well. We need to clear the yield map. How to be? Why? Oh, you do it. Oh my days! You do it there. That one. That's it. Clear. Clear. Why are you not clearing? Clear. Am I being thick? Why will it not click? Hold on a minute. Oh, it has. Clear yield. You absolute donut. There we go. Right, now we are good to go. Goodness me. See, told you, I'm all flustered. I'm all of a tiz. But yeah, I have to say, I like things like that, but when there's no real... Well, there isn't any sort of instruction or anything like that, it's difficult, you know. Come on, lower down. There we go. It's difficult to know how to do something. Like with the hay, when I was trying to do that, it lets it down. Realistic livestock you can kind of work out, and that's a little bit simpler. But where there's so many different things with the weather, yeah, it really is. It is tricky. But yeah, let me know what you reckon in the comments. We're just gonna crack on. I'm not bothered about the moisture. You know, I'm just at the point where it's like, we are just gonna get the field done, and move forward with our farm sim lives. So I'll bring you back now just so you can see the stock combine in action. There you go. Oh, it stops. It stops on a dime. The other thing I like is it stops the straw swath. No, that's probably not overly realistic. However, it stops the big mounds that you get. So we now need this bad boy. But yeah, that's pretty good. We're not even a full way round, so no, we don't have much in the hopper, much of a capacity in the combine, but still, impressive yield so far. Well, third unload complete, which I think is alright. It's not too shabby at all. There's only so much you can do with the sword types, isn't there? So, you know, dark green in places, not so green in others, but hey ho. So this week saw the update 1.11. 1.11? Yeah, it was. Which caused issues. Let's put it that way. Now, luckily for me, yeah, luckily, I didn't experience any of that. I have not been on the game until Friday, which is today. And yeah, I'd had my head in Schedule 1 again. The update got released to Steam rather than the, I don't know, what would you call it, beta branch, I suppose, for the Cartel update. Very, very cool, and just so addictive. Yeah, really, really got back into it. I hadn't played it for months, but really, really got back into it. Yeah, so I hadn't played on it, so yeah, did manage to get the game updated this morning, and yeah, just thought, you know what, I need my farm sim fix as well, and that's what I like about the game. You can pick it up, you can leave it, and you know, it just, yeah, it apart from fires in fields, it's still just as enjoyable. But yes, anyway, the update broke build mode, or sorry, at least there were conflicts with mods or whatever. So, you know, it's let's get that on. We will just drive this one, I think. But to be fair, there was a patch, you know, out very quickly from Giants, so you can't knock them for that. And they can't test everything with every single mod, so let's give them a bit of let's cut them a bit of slack. Today has also seen the release of the Mercedes-Benz DLC info sheets, I guess you'd call it. That comes out on the 9th, I believe. If you want to grab yourself a copy, if you like what you see, then please consider using code CARTECH when you purchase from Giants. That would be epic. Don't forget as well, G-Portal partner. So please, you know, if you want a server, they're there for you as well. And also Licked, of course. We cannot forget Licked if you want your music licenses. So I think what the plan is going to be is, because this episode has not quite gone to plan with the old fire, I am going to say that we'll turn that off, that we're going to leave it here for this episode. I will carry on recording. We'll do the next episode straight away. Might do the headlands and then we'll crack back in, but yeah, just trying to keep these, you know, short, sharp, sweet-ish episodes. But yes, thank you all very, very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave us a like. If you're new, think about subscribing. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.